Hey, welcome back everybody. Rod J here with another beer review. Today we're going to take a look at another one from Shmaltz Brewing and the Hebrew line. This is actually the St. Lenny's. It's a collaboration between between Shmaltz Brewing and Cathedral Square. It's a Belgian style double rye India Pale Ale. Comes in at 10% ABV, 90 IBUs. Rate Beer has it 91 overall, 85 style. Beer Advocate 86, very good. With the brothers giving it 90 for outstanding. It's one of their special seasonals. It's best to serve it in a Trappist, tulip, or a tumbler glass. I actually have this one open because I just opened it to let it breathe a little bit, but I'm actually using a tumbler glass for this one, which I haven't really done that much, so this is like the first time actually I've used it for a beer. It's an Imperial IPA or an American Double. Out of the box, it actually came out, and I don't know if you see that much of the head, but it didn't have much head on it. It came out with an off-white head, was dissipated pretty quickly. Didn't leave as much lacing on the glass, but it's designed to be similar to a Belgian style ale, and the aroma you get that comes off of it is pretty much spot on what you would expect. There's also, as far as the appearance, it's a golden amber, very much like a sunset. There's nothing that you see as particles floating around, very well conditioned. The body clarity, it came out of the bottle being a little bit murky, which seems to be more of a chill haze, as that one, the murkiness has now started to go down a little bit, so you can actually start to see a little bit more through that beer. As far as that aroma, you get a good amount of sweetness that comes off of it. You definitely have the malts that provide a lot of that. You're getting some of the smell of the molasses type of malt that comes off of it. You're getting I would say, as far as the amount, you're getting a good moderate, not almost to a heavy, but not really that heavy, but it can be as close as here, and you'll get that malt aroma already off of it, so you don't have to be right up on the glass to really enjoy that. As far as anything else miscellaneous with the aroma, nothing else really jumps out besides the overall sweetness, but that sweetness is very good and is very much what you would expect from any type of Belgian type ale. As far as the taste, is actually spot on what a Belgian ale should taste like. This collaboration between Shmaltz out of New York and Cathedral Square out of St. Louis, Missouri, great pairing of the two. It's they've come up with a really good product that if you happen to see this, I would recommend you taking a taste with it, especially if you like rye or IPA, and especially if you like Belgian type ales. Not too harsh of a flavor. The flavor comes out with a light sweetness with it. The finish on it is very, very smooth. It's not bitter. It's not acidic. It's really crisp. As far as the texture is a dry. It comes in. It's not too watery. The feel of the body itself is going to be a medium body feel, but the carbonation is lively, and you don't get a point where it's overcarbonated, but you can feel the carbonation actually working within the beer. And at the end, not the astringency. You're not having a sensation to have to pucker with your mouth or anything. You're not tasting the alcohol is heavy, which this being a 10% ABV, it's kind of nice how the alcohol is hidden, but you have 3 or 4 of these. Just be careful if you're out there doing anything. This one is really pleasing overall. I've had a few other Belgian ales, and this one is right up there with them. I can see why the brothers have it as outstanding. For me to rate this beer on a scale of 1 to 5, I would actually look at giving this probably about a 4.25. It's really, really good. I've had some that might be slightly better here and there, but this stacks up versus many of the ones out there, and especially in that Belgian type area where they try to feature this beer. So again, this is the Hebrew St. Lenny's. What they have on the title is the Immaculate Collection. They always have some pretty neat artwork on their bottles too, which I really like. And usually on the back, which they always do, is they have a little story there. I'm not going to read all of those words because, one, I've been drinking a couple, and two, I don't feel like squinting right now. So if you happen to get one of these bottles, there's a neat little tag story they always put onto them. But Shmaltz Brewing, as I mentioned before, becoming one of my favorites out of New York. The Hebrew line, if you see it, don't even ask questions. Just try it, because I have not found one of their beers I have not enjoyed a lot. And unfortunately, where I'm down here in Kentucky, we don't get a lot of the Hebrew line. Luckily, one of the places I usually shop at, they have, I guess, connections through the distributor where they're able to get these. But definitely one of the beers that's up there, one of my favorite breweries right now. Check them out if you happen to get them. If you get them, you're fortunate, so enjoy them. But as always, appreciate you stopping by, checking out the video. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit the like button. If you have any feedback, hit the comments button. Would love to hear anything you may have to say, especially if you tried these beers. And if you want to stay up to speed, just hit subscribe, so that way you'll see when the new videos are released. But again, appreciate your time. Hope you get to try one of these type of beers. And until next time, cheers.